We now know what was negotiated out of this backdoor deal of gun control, but we also know what the Democrats still want and are still going to come after. Let's get into that. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching the channel. Today's video is brought to us by the USCCA. The United States Concealed Carry Association gets you ready for what happens before, during, or after an act of armed self-defense, and it doesn't have to be a gun. All you have to do is hit that link down below. It's uscca.com/GNG. It might just be the most important link you ever click, especially if you are a gun owner, somebody who carries a gun for self-defense. With your membership, you get a lot of training and education and self-defense liability insurance. Check them out, guys and gals. It's what I use for my family. I strongly suggest you check it out. Link is down below in the pinned comment. Yesterday, I had had enough. Honestly, I'd had enough of the constant gun control after sitting and staring at the Supreme Court website and trying to get an update on what they were dropping yesterday. And I'll do it again tomorrow for us. But I just got sick and tired and didn't want to do another video for the rest of the day. And this information came out yesterday. John Cornyn, the senator of Texas, who was in part leading these negotiations with all the people in the Senate who wanted to just chip away at our rights without negotiating with us. He addressed a committee telling about, how good it was and how they came to an agreement. But then he put up a chart on what the Democrats wanted and what they had to get out of this deal so that they could get the 60 votes. Again, reminder, they have 60. They've already had 10 Republicans sign on to this. There are other Republicans who we know will sign this as well. Mitch McConnell, Marco Rubio, Rick Scott, and more. So if you want to have any effect on this, you got to get loud and proud, guys and gals. You just got to do it. So here's John Cornyn in his own words.
There's been a lot of talk and speculation in the press about what was included in the bill. And I'm pleased to say that I believe the principles that we came up with will save lives. But we also understand we are operating here in the Senate with the 60-vote threshold. That 59 votes won't get it, and any lesser number will not allow us to vote off to close debate and then to pass a bill. And so I want to just talk about ideas that were left out of this deal because we knew they would jeopardize our ability to get to 60 votes. There was a lot of desire on both sides to include additional things, but they were excluded in large part because of our necessity of getting to 60 votes in order to get a bill. For example, proposals on universal background checks, assault weapon bans for 18 to 21-year-olds, mandatory waiting periods, 21-day waiting period for purchases of all firearms for 18 to 21-year-olds, high-capacity magazine bans, unconstitutional mandatory safe storage requirements of all firearms in homes, licensing requirements for purchasing an assault weapon, criminal penalties for negligent storage of firearms in home, and low mens rea, that's a criminal state of mind, standard for straw purchasing and trafficking firearms. All of these had been proposed by either President Biden or many of our Democratic colleagues and were not included in the statement of principles that was agreed to by 10 Republicans and 10 Democrats. We knew including any of these components would jeopardize our ability to get a deal. Law-abiding gun owners are not the problem. Law-abiding gun owners who've passed a background check have a Second Amendment right to purchase a firearm. And no limitation on their rights is going to prevent shootings like Uvalde or Sandy Hook or Sutherland Springs. So focusing on the problem, which are keeping criminals and people with mental health problems from purchasing firearms under existing law, I believe is the right formula to build consensus and get a bill on the president's desk. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. I think in many ways this is the beginning, not the middle or the end of our work, because now we need to put these principles into legislative text and then we need to get it on the Senate floor, get it passed in the House, and then get it to President Biden's desk.
So now we knew what they really, really wanted to do. They wanted to basically just sterilize the Second Amendment. Why would they want to do that? Why would a government want to neuter the only right that secures individual liberty in the world, on the planet? There's a reason why no other country is like us, guys and gals. There's a reason. There's a reason. In fact, here's a little clip I found yesterday that I put up. This is Justin Trudeau Castro. For those who don't know, just look it up. This is what he said in an interview about Canadians and why they don't have the right that we do.
And there are debates, and we have a culture where the difference is guns can be used for hunting or for sport shooting in Canada, and there's lots of gun owners, and they're mostly law-respecting and law-abiding. But you can't use a gun for self-protection in Canada. That's not a right that you have in the Constitution or anywhere else. If you try and buy a gun and say it's for self-protection, no, you don't get that. You get it for hunting. You can get it for sport shooting. You can take it to the range, no problem, as long as you go through our rigorous background checks. But there's a difference around the culture. And one of the things that we're seeing with the debate in the States is you get more and more of the American-style, right to carry, self-defense arguments filtering up through the usual more right-wing communications channels.
Yeah.
So if you're watching from afar and you're watching the playbook globally, you know that the Democrat smokers' leadership, you know what their end game is. They want to do what Canada did. They want to do what Europe has done, England. They want to do what Australia has done. And hell no, it ain't happening. All right, guys and gals, just a quick update to let you know what's really going on, what the next step of their gun control will be, which is why November is huge. It's huge. Let me know what you think down below. And check out USCCA. I appreciate them for being such a strong supporter of Guns and Gadgets, and I appreciate each and every single one of you taking time out of your day and watching. We are that close to our goal of 500,000 subscribers. If you do your part and subscribe, that would be awesome. If you are subscribed, you think you are, double check your subscription. The game has been going on for a couple weeks with the scrubbing of YouTube dead accounts. So if you're not a dead account, just double check down below, and I appreciate all of you. I will see you on another video today, more than likely. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. That's what it's for, and that's why America is like no other. Take care.